Okay, hello. We are going over chapter 34 today, which is modern drama. And before before we had props, and a stage was usually made up largely of imagination. Okay, so today we have props, so we don't have to use largely our imagination. And in these modern plays, the audience watches the action as if the fourth wall of the room has been removed, and so that we can look upon the private lives of the play, so at the setting resembles the space we occupy off stage, is the essence of style we call realism. One of the things that changed with modern drama is the dramatic, democratic ideal of modern world suggests that every man or woman can be a hero and not just the king or aristocrat. Okay, so we're going to go to the first section, which is From the Palace to the Living Room, or The Origins of Modern Theater. So, this is, like it says, not just a king, they're not just performing for kings anymore for the palace, they're performing for the ordinary man. In the early centuries, forms of theater, ordinary folks were shown as comedy and were made fun of the human's condition of the lower or middle class. The fall of the monarchs gave rise to another sort of audience and another form of theater in the Western Europe. Theater goers wished to see their own society described in, and therefore there was a new kinds and types of plays, not just of just kings and noblemen, of ordinary people. Modern realism's stage design was a proscenium stage forced the playwrights to consider the mechanics of staging actors and relating to the audience of the change of scenery. Traditional of realism or natural theater, which is the shine of theater, is that shining light on painful reality. In the 19th century France, well-made plays became more the norm. A problem play is which it is hard to read the central figure or the main person. It's hard to read them and describe if they're good or bad because the normal people aren't good or bad. Before I forget, example of these modern plays and having just ordinary people, not kings and monarchs, in them is, in the first play, The Death of the Salesman. Almost every single person is an ordinary person. Like Linda, she's the wife of a salesman. You can kind of relate to her and everything. Okay, and I'm just going to continue on. And the real to the surreal is the next section. Expressionism, and this section just tells you mostly definitions. The first one is expressionism. It draws strongly and mainly on the subject's emotions and attempts to find symbolic meanings to depict them on stage. And symbolism employed poet techniques by using image, characters, or actions to suggest a meaning beyond the everyday literature level. Surrealism is the realism of condition and consciousness and unconsciousness to experience, to fuse, and together. So it's like they perform a dream in the play, and it's not their consciousness. Epic theater is brought to theater, a spare and highly styled set that celebrated the ideas of our emotions. And theater of the absurd, which is the last definition, combines comedian elements with a sense of meaningless. So that's pretty much it. Well, the next section, it goes over August Wilton and Rupert Santiago. But that's pretty much it for chapter 34. I hope y'all like it. Bye.